On the Road to Riches. So On the Road to Riches was about retirement. And looking at my list of DDM people today, nobody is near retirement. Actually, I believe I am the oldest one here. And all of you guys are just young kids who are still working, and you guys need to save and make lots of money. Me too, actually. I need to do that too. So retirement is something that we should think about, but like Mustafa said, you know, you want to save money, you want to create a good environment for your family. So it's really difficult. And they talk about at 25, not only saving money and building a good family life, but investing $1,000 a month at 25, that's insane. And right now, Matt, I know that Matt is 25 years old, and if he could invest $1,000, well, Matt, you would end up with $1.4 million when you retire. Congratulations, Matt.
Yeah, as soon as I start saving.
Right. Now, if you could, hold on, I'm getting a call from Valdomir. Are you guys not receiving these emails properly? Hold on a second. Where is it? I got too many things here. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, I sent him an email. So let's continue here. So yeah, this is it's a fantasy. Don't worry, everybody. They tell you this, but it's impossible. I don't know anyone who has been able to do this. Very, very, very few people actually can save that type of money. But anyway, it's important to save it, and the message was compound interest. Compound interest, that is the key. I think she doesn't know how to switch off. Who doesn't know how to switch what off? Okay. Ariane, if you can hear me, can you hear me? If you can hear me, if you look next to your name, you can see a blue camera. And if you click on the blue camera, it will turn your microphone off, and it will make it gray. So can you try that? There's two buttons. There, that was the microphone, and then the camera is the one next to it. Click on that. There you go. And now your camera is off, and your microphone is on. Now earlier, I could hear your voice, but I cannot hear your voice now. Can you try and say something? Okay, I'm guessing you can hear me, which is the most important thing. What do you see the chat room? There's a chat area. Can you see the chat room? And people are talking there. Perhaps you can ask somebody about the volume, how you can adjust the volume, but you have to tell us what kind of computer that you're using, and then somebody will be able to help you. But anyway, right now I'll just be talking, so you have some time, so don't get too worried about that. Santa, Alexander, everybody's helping. Very good. So, Ariane, hopefully you can see the chat room. Alexander has given a link. Yep. And that's hopefully what you see. But once again, we do need to fix the audio levels. That must be a way it looks on a Mac. Yeah, we have so many different types of computer environments here. Sergey has arrived. Let me say Sergey before I continue. Guten Abend. Hello, Sergey. Oh, nobody's listening to me. I'm going to continue. So anyway, very interesting article about finances. Let's look at the glossary. Putting money away. Excellent expression. To put money away, to save money. A rainy day. A rainy day just means as an emergency or for something special. Putting money away for a rainy day. That's the idea, for a rainy day. Appealing, something that's attractive or interesting. Skimping on. This is a great expression. Skimping on, very similar to being chintzy. And actually, I taught this word, chintzy, about a year ago on E cubed. It's a great word, chintzy. The surest, if something is a sure way or a surest way, it's absolute. In the poorhouse, if you're not saving money, you will end up in the poorhouse. A puddle. This is Camila in 2 years. Camila will be playing in the puddle, making Alex and Julia go crazy. Get out of the puddle! Get out of the puddle! Let's say, for example, 401k, 401k, a savings plan, IRA, an individual retirement account. These are American financial tools or instruments for saving money. A 5% return. That means you put $100 in, and at the end of the year they give you $105. You had a 5% return. When you retire, in America, retirement age is still 65. And to harness something means to utilize the power of something. I'm going to leave a message here. Hold on a second. We just had Andre join us. Hi, Andre. Can you hear me, Andre?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Very good.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I'm for the first time on a live hangout, so I wonder how it will go.
It'll go great.
As usual.
That's right, that's right. Right now we're still getting set up. I just finished talking about 205, and we have one person, Ariane, who's having a little bit of a hard time getting set up, but we'll figure it out. Ariane, can you hear me? Are you able to read the chat? There is a chat area. Other members are trying to help you get started. Ariane, I can hear you typing. Say something. Oh, no, I guess I heard, I'm sorry, I heard Andre typing. Was that you, Andre?
Yes, it was me. Sorry for misleading you. Sir.
Andre, your typing sounds like you're using a hammer to type.
I have artificial fingers.
You've got those big, heavy...
No, maybe I have a headset, and maybe that's why.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. You still need to get who? Let's see, Miguel. I'm gonna ask you to send Ariana an email again. Miguel will send you another email. And Miguel, good luck trying to get her set up. Does anybody know? Nobody knows what type of computer she's using. All right. So anyway, harness, to use the power. What's that?
I got her message. I don't know what is that. I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, okay.
No, that's just to me. That message is just
she
to
added
me.
to you.
I don't know. She doesn't know. She's confused, right. I think. I know.
Hold on a second. Let's try and help her out. Ariane, you sent a chat message to Jazz. You can hear me, but we can't hear you. Don't worry. We'll fix it.
We'll have to learn to read from the lips.
Ah, yes. It would take me years to be able to do that. I'm going to share this picture. Thank you, Alexander. And this is for Ariane. So if this is for the microphone, so if it's red, that means your microphone is off. Right now, your microphone is probably green. And this is for the the camera. This one over here, it's gray. That means it's not. There's no camera. Yours is green right now, so we can see you. So if you click on this, and then your image goes away. Perfect, perfect. So the microphone is the key thing, but you can hear me, which is good. This is the chat area, and right now you have to change the chat. It says to jazz. Your chat says to jazz, but you want to have it as to everyone, and you can change that by clicking on a button, and it will say to everyone, and then everyone will hear or will see your chat, and then it will be easier for us to solve the problem. Tell us what kind of computer you're using and things like that. And don't worry, don't get stressed out. The first time is always confusing. It happens. Matt, I've been drawing arrows and directions over a screenshot in Paint. I'm too slow. Oh, Matt, that's too nice. Alexander, he's a professional. Okay, mystical and let alone. Great expressions, not to mention is what let alone means. Questions on 205. Sorry for the chaos.
Only on 205 or some other question?
So far, just 205. Just 205 for now. Okay, I'm going right to 207. We'll come back for role play later. 207 was about, ooh, that's much better. If you're suffering from pain, especially chronic pain. Chronic pain is pain that never goes away. It's just this constant feeling, this constant misery. It's very terrible. But they found out that by crossing your fingers, you might be able to trick your brain into feeling less pain. So if your index finger is cold and you cross your middle finger over your index finger, you might feel less pain. But if your index finger is warm and you cross your middle finger over your index finger, you might actually feel more pain. Very interesting. And this is because of something called the thermal grill illusion, which is actually something developed over 100 years ago in Europe. Something discovered, rather. So it's an interesting idea. We'll talk about some words here. Perception, how you feel something, how you perceive something through your five senses. To trick means to deceive or to confuse.
Please share the screen. Or
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sharing the wrong screen. Thank you. Yeah, I'm slow too. There we go. Perception, once again. Perception, to feel through your five senses. To trick, to deceive. Translating, influence, thermal grill illusion. And this is a picture of thermal grill illusion. Here we see cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. And in this situation, if you put your hand on this grill, this is not too cold, it's just regular cold. This is not too hot, it's just regular hot. But if you touch this grill, it feels super hot. It feels like it's burning, even though it's not. And this is called the thermal grill illusion. Your fingers, the left hand, your pinky finger, your baby finger, the ring finger, middle finger, the index finger, or the pointer, and the thumb. And many students were laughing at me because I screwed up the ring finger explanation, and I could separate my ring fingers. Yeah, ha ha ha, real funny. But Andre, thank you very much for including the video that will show you need to bend your middle finger at the knuckle. Stimulus, plural stimuli, participants, due to, because of, blocked receptors. Receptors are the nerve cells that receive stimuli. In other words, sound, light, taste, I think this is a mistake, smell, and also the tongue here too, chemical receptors, and touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. Study subjects, same thing as participants, modulates, regulates, to apply, to use, chronic pain, terrible, alleviate means to reduce, not eliminate. Eliminate means to get rid of. Alleviate means to make less severe. Perceived would be believed, and intensity, the strength of something. Jaskaran, I think you said you had a question about 205, so I'll take questions on DDM 205 and DDM 207. Anything? Questions?
Yes, Shane, I would like to ask you about 3 words.
Yes, sir.
Perception, observation, and insight. They are basically synonyms, right? But what's the nuance?
Observation and insight. Yeah, they can be. So perception would be, observation is the most basic. Learning from what you see. Okay? That's observation. Learning from what you see. Insight would be learning through gained experience. It could be sight. It could be the doing of. It could be with thought. It could be with a calculator. It could have a lot of different types of meanings. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
And perception, once again, would be learning via your senses, and usually we include the 6th sense.
So can we talk about mind perception?
Yes. So perception would include intuition.
Ah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And they say a woman's intuition is very good and a man's intuition is very bad. Do you agree with that, Andre?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
I have to agree.
Yeah, my intuition is near 0.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
0.5, let's say.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So perception, observation, insight, yes, they are quite similar, but generally I would say they're used in quite different situations. Let me see. So we say something like, my perception is, and what I feel, and it almost has the idea of opinion, not very science-based. Okay? According to the observation, or my observation, this is much more scientific. It's actually much more scientific because you can actually see it. And we say, in America, we do say, seeing is believing. Okay? Once again, perception is tied to intuition. And lots of people don't believe in intuition. Insight, especially insight, he would say he has a lot of insight. And the way, in that situation, he has a depth of knowledge to support his ideas. That's the idea with insight. Once again, it's tied through that depth, that experience that has been gained. It's not shallow. Do you understand?
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So these are very similar situation. We could use these expressions, but once again, they come from very different areas. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. That's interesting. Mm-hmm.
Taskaran, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello.
You said you had a question about DDM 205.
Yeah, there is an expression, but it's a let's say.
Yes.
And in the glossary, you said it's here it's used in place of, for example.
That's
but
right.
I was watching a YouTube video. They said, let's say he's a good guy, like that. Let's
Right.
say. So,
Same thing. So let's say, okay, so everybody knows Obama, right? Let's say he's a good guy. Okay? So in this situation, let's say actually means let's assume. It does depend on the situation. Here, let's say you're 25 and you're investing da 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 da. It could mean let's assume, but here we give a very concrete example. So in this case, for example, would be much better. So sometimes it means, for example, you have to really distinguish the situation. Sometimes it means let's assume. So I think in the situation that you saw on YouTube, probably it's much closer to let's assume.
But what is confusing me is that let's say means we can say this to the people who already know that person, because just like you have given the example of Obama, but some people don't think he's a good guy.
Exactly, and that's say, okay, yes, I understand. So let's say, okay, so the situation is everybody hates Obama. Now I start talking. Everyone knows Obama, right? Well, let's say, for my example, that Obama is a good guy. In this situation, it's still similar to let's assume, even though I know everybody hates Obama. For example, let's make a situation. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Let's make a situation where Obama is a good guy. So in this case, it would be something like, let's make a situation in which or where So even though I know everybody hates Obama, but I have an example, or I have a point I want to make, therefore we have to assume he's a good guy. So we can still say let's say in that situation.
Do we want people who we are saying this to that agree with me?
Yes, we're telling everybody, even though you hate Obama, for a couple of minutes, let's consider Obama's a good guy.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. Thank you.
Good question.
Shane, what would change if you said that Obama was or were a good guy? That you really don't believe, it's only an assumption.
It would still be the same. Let's say. So we could make this. We could change this to Hitler. Okay. Everybody knows Hitler, right? Let's say he was a good guy. Okay, everybody knows Hitler, right? Well, let's say, for example, that, oh, Hitler was a good guy. Yeah, we would just obviously change the is to was, but we could still talk about anybody or anything in that situation.
Okay.
Next question. Yes.
Coach, and can I say, for example, let's say I want to go to ta-ta-ta. What if I something and say something, let's say that in this case, for example, may I use, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, let's say I want to go to London. Now, this is a conditional. So this is actually a conditional. And actually, we should say, let's say I wanted to go to London. Many Americans won't do that, but grammatically we should. Let's say sounds very now, very right now. So I want to go to London. That's why let's assume might be a better take on it. But yes, we'll definitely say it. I want to go to London. I wanted to go to London. I think... actually, I want to go is much more common than the past tense.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so Jaskaran said, let's say DDM 999,999 is the best lesson of all. Now, what that actually means is, let me write that down actually. Let's say DDM, we'll just say 999 is the best DDM of all. Now what that actually means is DDM 999 is probably not the best. That might be the assumption. That might be the assumption. Because once again, let's say he's a good guy. This is, you're asking people, please consider him a good guy, which actually means you know that many people don't think he's a good guy.
But don't you think here in this also some of the DDMs might not think that, oh, they might have found it a little bit harder than other lessons.
Definitely, that's the nuance here. We don't know why it's not the best. Maybe it was difficult. Maybe it was short. Maybe it was too long. Right.
All right. So I shouldn't have said let's say, right?
Oh no, it's fine. But I just want you to understand.
It's kind of, I'm still not that comfortable with it.
Exactly. You need to practice the expression. So this expression is totally fine, but you have to know that many people probably do not think DDM 99 is the best. You do. You might. But you understand that other people might not think that.
I better go check a couple more examples on news section.
There you go. That's a great idea. That's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shane, I have a few questions, please.
You bet, Mustafa.
Well, in the third section, or in the third paragraph, let's say you're investing $1,000 a month in a 401k.
Yep.
Does that mean you are putting $1,000 in a 401k?
Yes. That means
when
every month
you're investing $1,000.
Yeah, investing in this case would be the same as saving. So investing would be the same as saving in this case, okay?
Okay. And you mentioned the phrase mutual funds can be very expensive.
Yeah, mutual funds can be very expensive.
What does that mean?
Mutual fund is an investment tool, like a savings account. But mutual funds, they have many fees and charges. And those fees and charges, they'll say this fee is 0.5%, and this fee is 1.7%, and then your taxes are going to be 0.95%, and then there's a handling charge of 0.4%, and then there's a transaction fee, which is 1.2%. So this sounds like nothing, but actually altogether you're getting to be about 5%. And 5% is the goal for making money. Where was that? At 5% is the goal for every financial person. If you can get 5%, you're making millions of dollars over a lifetime. But if you look at a mutual fund, it's no joke. If you read everything, what is this? This 2.2, 3.2, 3.6, 4. It's 4.8% right here. And I'm not joking. This is typical. Little percent here, just a tiny bit here, a tiny bit here. So in the end, you end up paying 5%. And even if you, let's say your investment, the return was 4%, you still have to pay 5%. So you're losing money, actually. If your investment gets 10%, you're lucky, but you still pay 5%. Does that make sense?
Yep, I got it.
Yep. So mutual funds are very good, but be very careful. Very, very. You have to read in this situation we have the expression read the fine print.
Fine print.
The small words, the small letters in the contract.
Shane, I heard the expression read the bottom line. Is it the same?
Yeah, it would be the same, read the bottom line, but I think read the fine print, I think, is much more common.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Matt,
Can I ask you?
Let's assume good. That's good. Thank you. Go ahead, Andre.
Due to, in the glossary, it is basically because of, but it seems to me that it has some nuance to it that make a difference between due to and because of, and I don't know if I'm right, so I ask you. Due to basically means that something is caused by, right? So usually due to occurs with the verb to be. It is due to something. Because of means, it seems to me, it means owing to. Am I right?
Okay, so we talked about this actually yesterday a little bit, and we've got a couple of words here. We have due to, because of, owing to, and Matt, what was the other one?
Only these three.
There's another one.
Thanks to, maybe thanks to.
On account of.
Thanks.
I think that's what you mean.
To, yes, that's what I was wondering. Yep, on account of. On account of. Okay, so these expressions all mean the same thing, but we use them differently, okay? And thanks to, actually, because of is the most common, okay? So because of is definitely the most common. It's the easiest one for everybody to understand. However, because of is usually used in a negative type situation. So something was not so good. It was rather negative, all right? Thanks to is the same as because of, but it's thanks to something positive. It's usually something positive, okay? If that makes any sense. I'm trying to make a distinction here. So it's usually something positive. Due to, I would say, is also like 48% positive, 52% negative, okay? Due to is a great expression but it's a little bit academic, and it has a slight negative side to it. So below, because of, we could add due to. It's a pretty good expression. Owing to and on account of, these are what business people would love to use. It sounds very formal. It sounds like a lot of words. Business people like big words, and it's a little bit, politicians like big words too. So they would love on account of, or owing to. They're okay. Owing to is better. On account of, I really don't like that expression. So once again, because of the rain, the picnic was canceled. The picnic was canceled due to the rain. These are perfect examples. Due to sounds a little bit scientific. Because of is much better. Thanks to the rain, the picnic was canceled. That doesn't really make sense because rain is negative. Okay? It's possible if you're happy the picnic was canceled, you can say thanks to the rain the picnic was canceled, and in your case it does make sense. But generally it doesn't really make sense. On account of the rain, the picnic was canceled. It sounds formal, but it sounds like bullshit. It's just too many words, too many political words. I don't like it. Owing to the rain. Now, owing to is going to go into the positive area, but formal. So here we go. I like this. Never use this. These two are daily English, and these two are a little bit more formal, a little bit more scientific. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is usage, right? Basically.
I'm talking about usage. That's right. Did I? Oh, and I think perhaps I didn't answer your question properly.
No, you just answered my question differently.
Good.
But
I hope so.
interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Questions, anybody?
Kuche?
Yes.
Kuche, and can I use thanks to negative form?
Well, you could.
For example, someone asked me, why did you stay at home? And I answered, thanks to you.
Okay. In sarcasm, it's very common. Hold on. Why did you stay at home? Was A said that, and then B says, thanks to you. Actually, I would assume this is negative. Staying at home is not good. So because of you is much better. Okay? So first of all, why did you stay at home? Staying at home must be negative. So because of you is the perfect answer. However, if you said thanks to you, you're being sarcastic. And the nuance would be, I don't like you. Okay? That's actually the nuance.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would be funny. It would be funny.
Yeah, thank you.
One more question, please.
You bet, Mustafa.
Yep. Let alone. Is
Yes.
there another usage to this expression? Could you set an example?
Yeah. Not to mention is never mind are both very common. So, for example, so did you join Coach Shane's hangout? No. I am too busy to study the lesson, let alone join the hangout. Okay? And of course, so instead of let alone, we could say not to mention, never mind. And for grammar purposes, here we go. Not to mention, hold on a second. I'm too busy to study the lesson, not to mention join a hangout. Yeah, that's fine. Join the hangout. However, never mind never mind with an infinitive seems a little bit weird. Never mind joining a hangout. So wait, I am too busy to study the lesson, never mind joining the hangout. Yeah, a little bit awkward here because we have an infinitive here and a present participle here. But anyway, yes, it's the same idea. Same idea. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Really? Can you give me an example? I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, Mustafa, do you like tomatoes?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
tomatoes.
What kind of food do you hate? Give me some examples.
Sometimes, what can I say?
What about alcohol?
I don't drink anymore.
Okay, good, good. So let's do this. Mustafa, let's go have a beer. So you can say, no. Mustafa, if I may ask, are you Muslim?
Yes.
Okay, so according to the Muslim religion, you're not supposed to drink, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let me try and make a sentence here. Okay, yes. So no, I don't go out. And according to the Muslim religion, Friday is a holy day, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's go have a beer on Friday. So Mustafa would say, no, I don't go out on Friday, let alone drink beer. Okay, so Fridays I don't go out, and absolutely I don't drink beer too. Does this make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very good. So this, yeah, you have to, the way to learn these expressions is like what Jaskaran said earlier. You just got to use it. You got to search for many examples and then use it. And you have to have somebody tell you if it was a good example or not, or exactly what it means. So it takes lots of practice. A great expression, let alone is a great expression.
Oh, thanks to you.
Ah, my pleasure.
There is much less as well. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh,
That's Shade. I would like to ask you about never mind.
okay, hold on a second. Ariane, is that your...
Yeah.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
hello. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, great.
I made it.
You made it and everything's working. Very good, very good. Okay, so Ariane, let me tell you...
I'm in late.
No, that's okay. Let me remind you, if you click on your microphone, it will change to gray. Can you try that?
Mm.
There you go. Now, when your microphone is gray, I cannot hear you. So if there's a phone call or if Sebastian or somebody is running around in the background, you can turn your mic off, okay?
Okay.
All right, great,
Yeah,
great.
okay.
Jaskaran was saying something, and then Andre. Jaskaran, go ahead.
I was just adding something to the explanation you have just given about this let alone and all that things.
Yeah.
There is one more thing, much less.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Great example. Yes, much less join a... Yeah, much less and ing just don't go together. Much less join a hangout. Much less drink beer. Yeah, I don't go out on Friday. Much less drink beer. It's a perfect example. Thank you. Andre, go ahead.
I would like to talk about never mind. Is it possible that sometimes it can be rude? For example, if somebody says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late," and the other person answers, "Never mind." Is it rude or is it okay?
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of vague. This is rude. Would you open the door? What? Never mind. This would be a little bit rude. It shows impatience, which is not a nice virtue. I'm sorry, I'm late. Never mind. Never mind. In this situation, it's not so bad, not too bad, if you say it with a smile. So,
but it doesn't mean that I don't care about your being sorry.
Right. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. I would not assume that. So definitely the expression "I'm sorry, I'm late" is a great expression. And if I said it, like, let's say, you know, my mom had to come and meet me, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late." Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. I would assume it. I would use it as in, "Don't worry."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But yes, never mind. There are two words, very common expressions people need to be careful of. Never mind. You do need to be careful. Sorry. And because. I'm sorry, not because. Of course. You have to be careful with this. Of course can also be very rude. So, for example, do you, like I was asking Mustafa, and Mustafa as a Muslim, I would say, do you, I would say something like this. You don't drink alcohol, right? And if Mustafa said, of course. This could be a little bit rude. And what the nuance might be, I might misunderstand him by saying, of course, you idiot. Of course is a very strong answer, okay? So people sometimes are offended when they ask a question, and if the person says, of course, it's offensive because it sounds like you're saying that I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So never mind can be very rude, and of course can also be very rude. It's very easy to sound rude with these expressions.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Should I say?
No, Mustafa, you didn't.
Of course.
Mustafa, you were very polite. Don't worry.
What should
May
I
I say
say?
something about because?
Oh, hold on a second. Let me go to, was that Sergey? Yeah, Sergey, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, hold up. Ariane, please mute your microphone.
Okay.
Sergey, go ahead.
You know, Shane, don't you think in real life we don't use because, you know, but the ESL students and whatever, you know, every second sentence, they're using this word because, you know.
Ah, you mean in daily English?
Yeah, we don't use it, you know, we don't need it, Shane.
Oh, because, yes. It's like, it's one of those, remember we talked about those useless California words?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, because, like, yes, this is an overused word for teenagers. I do agree. I think once you're over 30 or people in their 30s and beyond, we don't really have a problem. But yeah, kids tend to use because, like, you know, because, like, you know, because, like, you know, dude. Yeah, another useless California word. Yeah, that is true, Sergey.
You know, Shane, if my wife asks me, Sergey, why did you buy that cup, you know, that ugly cup, you know, I would say, I did buy that ugly cup because I love it. No, Shane, no, nobody says that.
Yeah. But you know what, Sergey? A lot of people do. Why did you meet your friend on Friday? Because. Why did you go to the movies? Because. Why did you eat spaghetti yesterday? Because. A lot of people do say that. And it's really it's ridiculous English. It's very rude.
Okay, only for teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very teenage oriented. Teenagers like to be rude to their parents.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If a police officer stops you, why were you speeding? Because they're going to take you to jail. All right, Mustafa, go ahead. Mustafa had another point or another question. Maybe not. Mustafa, your microphone is mute. There you go.
Hey, yeah.
I just want to ask you about the answer of drinking alcohol.
Right.
What should I say?
If somebody asked you this question,
Yeah.
Mustafa, do you live in America?
No.
Where do you live, if I may ask?
In Baghdad.
And that's right, that's right. Yeah, I don't, do people ever ask you, but anyway, I was going to say, if you live in America, Americans are kind of rude sometimes. I would say, if you live in America, just say, I have an allergy. Another common answer you could say, if you're a very devout Muslim, you could say, it's against my religion. Okay, you could say that. Or you can simply say, I don't drink, with a smile, just with a smile, and that's fine. I don't drink. And that's absolutely smile. That's absolutely fine. So you don't drink alcohol, right? Once again, right. I have an allergy. Right. It's against my religion. Right. I don't drink. And just smile. That's all you have to do.
An allergy? An allergy?
An allergy. That's right. I have an allergy. If you say this, people accept that. If you say it's against my religion, then they're going to say, what kind of religion is it? And then you have to explain, and then they're going to say, but why don't you drink? Catholic people are religious and they drink. You know, it gets to be a long conversation.
It'll be a big trouble.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. People, it's a sensitive subject, that's why.
Yeah, very sensitive.
Yes, yes. So if an American asks you, just say, I have an allergy. Or once again, the best one is just, I don't drink. And if they say why, just say, I don't like the feeling, or I don't like the taste, whatever.
Okay.
And if they keep asking, just say, shut up, none of your business.
Thanks a lot.
You bet. Yes, Alex, that's a good answer. Alex is also a Muslim, if you don't mind my saying. Alex can also says, oh, I don't want any. I don't want any. No, thank you. So if somebody offers you, you want a beer? No, thanks. Yeah, I don't want any. That's okay. None for me. This is actually pretty good. None for me, thanks. And the nuance of this expression is I'm full, or I've had enough, or I have to drive. Actually, these are all good excuses. I'm full, I've had enough, I have to drive. This is a great one. None for me, thanks. It's very polite, very positive, and yet it has a strong nuance of one of these.
And Shane, what if someone answers, no thanks, I'm good?
Oh, that's another great one. Yep, no thanks, I'm good. Another excellent. I like it. No thanks, I'm good. Yep, these two are really great expressions. I love both of these. I'm good also has the nuance of I've had enough. Even if you hadn't had any, you can still use this expression.
Okay, so now we know.
There you go. How did we get onto this subject? My goodness. Oh, it's Mustafa. Mustafa caused a problem. All right. 205, 207. Anything else? Questions? You guys, great questions today. Very good questions.
Shane, two expressions, different from and different than. Which is more common?
Let's find out. Let's type this quotation. It was different from, and we'll go to news. It was different from 2,460 results. It was different than, just change that, we're in quotations, 1,580 results. So different from is much more common.
Doesn't agree with your feeling?
It was different from, it was different. Yeah, for me, it was different from, to be honest, phonetic-wise, it's just easier to say different from, different from, different from, different than, different than. Yeah, I think it's easier. It has a better flow. Different from seems more natural to me. I do definitely agree with that. Once again, I know I use them both. So the summers in the desert are different from the summers in Korea. The summers in, oops, I have to change the screen, sorry. This is, what, 205. The summers in the desert are different than the summers in Korea. Same sentence. And I would probably more naturally say different from. I could use both, no question, no problem, but different from would probably be more natural for me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, linguistically, are they the same? Maybe not. I would say different from A and B are scientifically probably a different, what is it, genus, species, what is it? Hold up. What's the order? There we go. Just a second, guys. Sorry. Oh, okay. A and B are a different, yeah, I guess species. Oops. No, I'm gonna change that. And the summers in the desert are different than the summers in. This is more like, boy, I'm really being risky here. If you want to go into science, I think that there might be a difference in this way. So we talk about, in science, there's species, genus, family, and order. Okay? So species, as far as I understand, species would be like a dog. You've got many types of dogs. You've got the collie, the German shepherd, the Shih Tzu, the Chihuahua. I can't even spell it. Anyway, the genus, I think you'd have, I don't know, let's look at the dog. It's too complicated. But anyway, species and genus, I think this is a pretty good idea here. Sorry, I'm giving you too much information.
Genus means that they have different genes or what?
No. I'll show you. I'm looking at a picture here. I just found a good picture. Oops, not that. Where is it? Too many buttons. Here we go. This is in science. So the species would be Homo sapiens. We're all Homo sapiens. We're all humans, right? Okay.
Yes.
But among the species, there are members. There are white people, black people, yellow people, brown people.
Okay.
So, okay. The genus, the Homo, which is I guess humans and hominid. Family is hominid. I don't know. Primates. This is all confusing to me. Class is mammals. Anyway, this is what it is. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. What I'm trying to say is when we talk about different from, it's a bigger area that we're looking at, and different than is we're looking at real specific differences, very specific differences. Different from would be a much wider look. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, okay. Okay, but basically, as you said, we can use them both.
Yeah, they're the same. We can use. I would use them both the same.
Okay.
English is sometimes convenient and sometimes crazy.
Yeah. But it's by this means it's interesting.
True. That's right. Okay, I'm going to, we're already at 1 hour and 20 minutes, so I'm going to jump to Seinfeld real quickly here, everybody. Don't save. All of those valuable notes are just gone now. 206, I'm going to go right to the glossary. Talk about some of these words. John Voight, what made you, what inspired you, what made you become an English teacher? What made you study English? What inspired you? Why did you? Out of the blue, we got a link, I taught that expression suddenly. My regards, best wishes, dumb, smug. These 4 men look extremely smug. All of them the same. Politicians, they all have that smug look. Smug quality, characteristic, personality trait, a way of, a method, getting back, revenge. Excuse me, if you don't mind my asking. Odd, barely, odd, strange, peculiar, crazy. Usually a little bit negative, usually. Barely, bidding, gain, perspective. Whip, many possible definitions for whip. This is a person in the government. Okay. In the old days, whip would be hit.
Sorry.
Yep, Andre, can you mute your mic and go ahead? Yes.
The screen is not on. It's not displaying.
Thank you.
I don't know if it's just me.
No, it's not. Yeah, please tell me if nothing's on there. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. You're welcome.
All of those words, yeah. Smug, this is the one with pictures. Make sure you look at these. I don't know, some people like these guys. They're all the same. Are any of these guys better than the other? Talking of blue streak, it's an old expression, but it's a good one. To talk really fast. Whipped. 208, I'm going to go to 208. Hold on a second. Here we go. .208. Okay, go down to the glossary. A wig, fake hair. This guy has a good wig. Talk about a different person. There's a successful toupee right there. Picked up, brimming with, overflowing. That's the perfect image of brimming with. It's overflowing. Toupee, fallout. Listen good. Horrible grammar, but that's what we say. Grammatically, we should say listen well. However, we do say listen good. Don't play dumb. Don't act innocent. That's the idea. Closing in, getting closer. Sap is an old English, once again, like talking a blue streak. Sap is also a little bit of an old expression. Everybody knows it, though, but it is an old expression. Mat is unkempt hair, people who don't comb their hair. Get involved with a woman. To get involved with is to have a serious relationship. Funeral, mortician, that's what this guy is. Get A off the ground, get your business off the ground, to not only successfully start something, but to do it for a while. Can sap mean naive? Yes, it could. It could mean naive. I think idiot is a better definition, though. Naive can be nice. To be sick of, and I screw this up, sorry, it is to be sick of, not too sick of, to be sick of. To be tired of something. I'm sick of English. I'm tired of English. Unusual, like odd, can be a little bit negative, but in this case it was used in a positive situation. Unique. Prescription. Use with an S, noun. Use with a Z, verb. That's it for the vocabulary, the expressions. Questions about Seinfeld?
Shane, I have a question about this word perspective.
Yes.
So here it means philosophy and outlook on life.
Yep.
But especially to put something in perspective.
Uh-huh. Okay, so what's your perspective? Basically means your opinion, your thoughts, okay? And it basically at the end of the day means your philosophy on something. To put something into perspective means to make a metaphor of A so that we can understand it. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Have you guys heard of the word metadata?
I think we studied it in one of the DDMs.
Okay, yeah, metadata. It's a good technical word. Metadata, if you don't understand it, I'll put it into perspective. Metadata is like this. You go to the store and you see a dress. That's the main product. Then you see the price tag SKU, the SKU. Does everybody know what a SKU is? I'm guessing no. I'm going to take you to, I'll show you really quick, a SKU. This is a SKU. Everybody knows a SKU, right? So,
okay. Mm-hmm.
It's on every product. When you buy something, everything you buy has a SKU. Everything. Just look. Everything you buy has a SKU. Every box. The barcode. That's right. That's right. The barcode. So what does this SKU mean? Does this mean anything to you? SKU stands for, it's some unit. It's not important. Don't worry about what it stands for. Just SKU. What does the SKU mean? What does this mean to anybody? Tell me. What does it mean? You can write it in the chat room. Go ahead, Matt.
To skew is to warp, is to I don't know, to botch, to ruin, to
no. I mean this symbol. What is this symbol?
How do you spell that? Because it's not
SKU.
SKU. All right, I don't know.
But yeah, I understand.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, it doesn't mean anything, right?
Right.
That's the answer I want. It means nothing to nobody. Nobody has any idea. But when you go to the store, the cashier scans the SKU, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what does the machine see? What does the machine see?
Yeah, machine see probably metadata, right?
Yes, the machine sees the dress and the machine sees the price. So on your receipt, after you pay, on your receipt you see one blue dress. It sees amount, price, and unit. One blue dress, you know, $35. And that is metadata. That's metadata. So people ask, in computers, people ask, what is metadata? What is metadata? I don't understand it. Well, you go to the store and you see a dress. That's the main product. Then you see the price tag SKU. That's metadata. So the SKU is metadata. So you're trying to put something into perspective. You're trying to make it easier for somebody else to understand something. That was a terrible example because none of you knew what SKU was.
But we have learned a new word, so it was a good example, Shane.
Oh boy, I'm working too hard today.
Yeah, today you sound sophisticated.
Oh God.
A little bit, in good sense.
All right. I'm a coach. Coaches aren't supposed to sound sophisticated.
Yes. Shane,
Yes.
we might say you're working your SKU off today.
You're right. I think you're right. More questions?
Yeah, because we're using in Europe barcode, you know, not SKU, you know.
Okay, same thing, barcode, yes. And we say barcode too. I went to business school, so I use SKU. And thank you. I think David found it. David, where did it go? Stock keeping unit. Andre, yes, stock keeping unit. Thank you. SKU means the stock keeping unit. That's what it stands for. The catalog number, product identification. It has everything. All the important information for the business is in the SKU. Thanks, David. Thanks, Andre, both of you guys.
I forgot this cryptocurrency. Geez.
What's the intro? Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Yes, that's metadata. Is a good example of it.
No. Bitcoin is, the idea is Bitcoin would be the dress. Yeah, there is code involved, and Bitcoins have metadata.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so Bitcoin is like a dress, and just like a dress has metadata, Bitcoins have metadata. Oh, Matt can answer. Matt has translated texts for a Bitcoin-oriented company. Matt, I want to start using Bitcoin. Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think Europeans would like to pay for DDM using Bitcoin?
I'm not sure. A lot of people are not that interested in it. Nowadays, it's only enthusiasts. And yeah, because the price says, yeah, sorry.
That'd be cool.
But Shane, how could you pay your taxes with Bitcoin?
Bingo! No taxes, baby. Oh, David, don't worry. I'll keep the price the same. Don't worry, David. We'll use dollars too.
Taxes.
Yeah, taxes. All my taxes can go to Texas.
I prefer Texas. Yeah, Texas. That's a beautiful word, Texas, not taxes. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into some role playing. My goodness, we're talking a lot today. Let's go to the very top. I'm going to start with On the Road to Riches. Yeah, we'll do this one. I'm just going to have people read through once, read a paragraph here, maybe a little bit of Seinfeld. I'm going to split this into a couple pieces. Okay, So this is what we're going to do. Alex, I'm going to start with Alex. I want the first section here. Then Alexander, if you guys are still here, go to this one. And then Andre, I want this one. Then Andre Jelinski, I want this one. And Ariane, are you there? It shows that Ariane is offline. Okay. So basically the A's: Alex, Alexander, Andre Afanasyev, and Andre Jelinski, and Ariane. For the first section here, let's go ahead and start with Alex, please. Make sure we're on. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? 205.
Yes. Everything is fine.
Okay, good. Let's go for it then, starting with Alex, please.
For a lot of people, putting money away for retirement or for a rainy day is as appealing as eating a cold lemon. Over the last 40 years, the amount of money Americans have saved has fallen from 17% of their income to less than 5%.
Very good. Let me go to Lita.
Keeping on savings is one of the surest ways to keep yourself in a poor house, thanks to something Albert Einstein once called the eighth wonder of the world, compound interest.
Great. Let me go to Andrei Afanasyev. Oh, he's gone. He'll be back, I'm sure. Let's go to Mr. Jelinski.
By adding a little interest on top of your savings, and then adding a little more interest on top of your savings plus the first interest payment, and then by adding more interest on top of all that, and so on, the whole thing can turn a little puddle of money into a swimming pool of cash.
Very good. And Ariane, can you do the next one?
Ariane's off.
Oops, Ariane, you just turned your microphone off. It was on. Try again, please. I can see when people turn their microphones on and off. There we go.
Hi. Yes, excuse me.
Yeah.
The connection was lost, and then it became green instead of red.
Very good, very good. Can you read this section, Ariane?
Let's say you're 25 and you're investing $1,000 a month in a 401 or in IRA. If you receive 5% return every year, you end up with about $1.4 million when you retire. But if you start investing at age 35, just 10 years later, your retirement account will be about half as much.
Great job. And let me go to David. David, can you do the last section here? David, your microphone is off. There you go, David.
Oh, okay. You just don't speak and don't make any echo, okay?
Okay.
That's because the younger you are, the more you can harness the mystical power of compound interest. The only problem is that when you are young, it's hard to imagine what retirement really means, let alone why you should pay for it.
Great job. Everybody did really nice. Great job to everybody. Let me go back to the top here and get some pronunciation, starting with Alex. Alex, once again, I want those O's. I want stronger O's. Eating a cold lemon.
Eating a cold lemon.
Good. Over the last 40 years.
Over the last...
David, your mic, David. There, thank you, David. Go ahead, Alex.
Over the last 40 years.
Let's try this again. Eating a cold lemon over the last 40 years.
Eating a cold lemon over the last 40 years.
Sounds good. Fallen.
fallen.
Now this is actually an AW, fallen.
Fallen.
Good. Americans have, let's do this. The amount of money has fallen from 17%.
The amount of money has fallen from 70%.
That's great. Good, very good, very good, very good. Let me go to Lida. Skimping on savings. I want the A and the ing. Skimping on savings is one of the surest ways.
Skimping on savings is one of the surest ways.
Very good, very good. Keep that ing nice and clean. That was good. Let me go to Mr. Zielinski. And your O, I want it stronger here. A little interest on top of your savings.
A little interest on top of your savings.
Good job. Give me more A here. Then by adding more interest.
Then by adding more interest.
On top of all that.
On top of all that.
There you go. Just that A sound. Very good. Let me go to Ariane. Ariane?
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay. Ariane, I'm guessing you did not study DDM 205, right?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't. Okay, so that was unfair. But you did a very good job. Let's get the TH. $1,000.
$1,000.
Very good. That was much better. Before you said 1,000, make sure you get the TH, okay?
Yes, $1,000.
And Ariane said IRA, which is actually right. We say IRA and IRA, so that's no problem. Read this one again, please. This number here.
IRA. Let's say you're 25 and you're investing in $1,000 a month in 401 or an IRA or an IRA.
Good. We actually say 401k. 401k.
401k. Okay.
Very good.
401.
Let me go down here. Do you see this number right here?
Dollar. Yeah. $1.4 million.
And yes, we need that S. That's right. $1.4 million.
Okay.
Let's do this section here, Ariane, one more time.
Your retirement account will be about half as much.
Good. And you're using a British pronunciation. The American, half as much.
Half.
There you go. Half as much.
Because I said half.
Half.
Oh, yeah.
Half is very long.
Half as much.
Very good. Very good. Tell those British people to stay on the other side of the tunnel. Okay, let me go to David. David, I hear that Spanish. The junga, the jung.
The junga.
Don't do that. I want to why. The younger you are.
The younger. Is younger or younger?
No, younger.
Okay. The younger you are, the more can you harness.
The more you can harness.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Let's do this. The only problem is...
the only problem is that
when you are young...
That when you are young, it's hard to imagine. Okay, I think I got it, but I have to remember that kind of things.
Well, see, this is... Exactly. This is the thing. When you guys are with me, you remember, yes, not younger, it's younger. Yes, it's not half, it's half. Yes, it's not odding, it's adding. You remember when you're with me, but you need to practice a lot to make it natural.
Yes, because some words, you guys have that problem with your language, that all the words pronounced differently.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
How you read. Yes, I know. I understand why, because you have a lot of language involved in the same language, so it's influence. And then, for me, Spanish, I see a word is you always pronounce the words and the vowel the same in whatever the sentence. but okay, I try to remember because I have that problem with is aim and with young, that kind of things that Spanish have. That like just how we say.
Like, did you say aim?
Is aim, right? Is eight. I mean, eight.
Spell
Eight.
it. Ah, the 8.
Yeah, no. When you try to help someone and you give the eight. Eight.
Aid.
Oh, it's eight. Eight.
Yeah, it's 8. That's right. It's not I'd. It's 8. That's right.
Or it's eight. Oh, my mistakes. I always forget that.
Yeah,
It's
it
aid.
sounds like aid. Like Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Oh, you can think
okay.
like that. Do you know Gatorade?
Yes, I know that.
Gatorade helps you. It's the same pronunciation. Gatorade. It helps you.
Okay. Gatorade, eight. Okay, because you have the word in the before that paragraph. I think
Yeah,
you have aiding.
That's
I
right.
think you have it. And
We had it somewhere.
younger.
Yeah.
And younger is younger.
Younger.
Okay.
Not ja. Yeah.
Okay, that's strong for me because I grow saying llano, llama.
I know. So this is, you live in New York City, right?
Right.
In New York City, there are a lot of Jews, right?
Yes, right. Of
So
course.
you can say, are you a Jew? Well, this is a little bit rude, but this is just for your memory. You Jew. Are you a Jew? You.
Oh yeah. I have a friend who's Jew, but
There you go.
I think I have to call him like Islamic, Hebrew. I don't remember.
Jewish is the best, I guess. Yeah, Jewish.
Jewish. Okay. You're Jewish. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so younger is like Jewish.
No, younger. It's to compare. You Jew. They're different. Younger. You Jew.
Oh, so younger. Okay, I got it. Younger,
Good.
Jewish. Okay, it's different.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yes. That's right. So here they're different. In the Gatorade, they're the same. Aid and aid are the same, but the you and sound are different.
Okay. It's like younger. You is more younger, like in you.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. You're perfect.
You bet.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, let me go to another group of victims here. That was very good. I'm gonna take you to Seinfeld. Don't save. 206. Okay. We're gonna do this one. We'll start with this one here. Who do we have? Edit and Gruya, Jazz, Matt, Miguel, Santa. We lost a couple of people. I know, it's been too long. Let's do this. First of all, Edit be Debbie and Jaskaran be George. Let's go for it, guys.
Okay. Nice car. Coach, I'm sorry.
Hello.
Please tell me who I'm...
Gulia, you're nobody. You have to wait.
Okay, sorry.
Let's do it again. Edit, start us off again, please.
Okay. Nice car.
George is me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Once belonged to John what?
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So what made you just call me out of the blue like that?
Well, Ray told me you said hi.
I didn't say hi.
You didn't?
No, I told him to send you my regards. I didn't say hi.
Regards.
Yeah, regards.
Great job, guys. And Edit, you wanted me to tell Andre that you said hi, right?
No, not hi. Thanks. I didn't say hi.
Not hi? Eddie, not hi?
Not hi? Oh, that's, I'm sorry. One more time. Edit, you are Debbie. Andre, you are George. One more time. Go for it.
Again?
Yep.
Okay. Nice car.
Yeah, once belonged to John Voight.
Really?
Yeah.
So what made you just call me out of the blue like that?
Oh, Gary told me you said hi.
I didn't say hi.
You didn't?
No, I told him to send you my regards. I didn't say hi.
Regards?
Yeah, regards.
Oh, that's great. And that's everybody who doesn't know. This is the situation we had with Edit and Andre because of me. In DDM 207, you'll see some messages, and they're just funny. Okay, that was great. Thank you, guys. Let me go back to Jaskaran. Give me more V. Once belonged to John Voight.
Once belonged to John Voight.
There you go. Grammatically, Jaskaran, what are we missing?
I'm sorry?
The grammar in this sentence is wrong. Can you fix it?
Once
Yes. It once belonged to John Voight. The subject is missing. Do you see that? The car once belonged.
Can I say also
Okay.
what that belongs?
Yes, well, he's in the car, so that doesn't make sense. This is okay, so this is possible, but it is perfect, actually. Okay? And make sure once again, Jessica, that was much better. Keep that V strong. Let me go to Edit. Edit vowels here. Call me. A-W, aw.
Call.
Good. What made you just call me out of the blue like that?
What made you just call me out of the blue like that?
Good. And here more add that.
That.
Good. Call me out of the blue like that.
Call me out of the blue like that.
That sounds much better. And watch the R sound here. I told him to send you my regards.
I told him to send you my regards.
My regards. Good. Careful here. Told him. Very good. Excellent job. Great job. Let me go to the next one. Now, we'll have Guria B. Elaine. And we'll give this to Jaskaran too. Jaskaran, you're the cabbie. Go for it, Guria.
Anyway, I admit I was dumb to go to the bookstore to tell him I didn't say hi, but he didn't have to act so smug. Oh, I hate smugness. Don't you hate smugness?
Smugness is not a good quality.
Oh my God, that man over there. I think he's wearing clothes that look just like Jake's. Pull over, stop the car. Here, I think I've got a way of getting back at my ex-boyfriend.
Good. Revenge is very good.
Be stronger, Jaskaran. Revenge is very good.
Revenge is very good.
Thank you. Okay, let me go back to Gulia. Just like your husband, Gulia, I'm going to get you on those O's. I was dumb to go to the bookstore.
I was dumb to go to the bookstore.
Very good. Say it faster. I was dumb to go to the bookstore.
I was dumb to go to the bookstore.
Very good. Pull over.
Pull over.
Very good. Keep those O's strong. You and your husband watch each other, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Let me continue here. Santa, can you be Elaine? And Matt, can you be the guy? Oh, this is a good team of speakers. If Matt is here. Santa, are you there? I don't know if Santa's here. Everybody's falling. Oh, good, good, good. Please, guys, go for it.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Yes?
Oh, if you don't mind my asking, could you tell me where you got your glasses?
Malaysia.
Malaysia?
Yeah?
Look, I know this will sound odd, but can I buy them from you?
Actually, I was going to buy a new pair.
Oh, okay.
But I could barely see without these.
Oh, come on.
Well, these were expensive.
Let's start the bidding.
Okay, so as most of you know, these two are excellent. The English pronunciation, everything was great. So I'm going to be really picky, and I found problems with these two. This one, I don't believe you, Matt. I really want you to think about it. And this one, be a little bit more coy. Santa, do you know what that means? Coy, C-O-Y?
Like fake shy?
Well, maybe I'm using it wrong. I actually want a little more flirtatious.
Like coquettish?
Yes, coquettish. Coquettish, yes.
Wow. Right.
Okay, do you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going to start flirting.
You think about that. You think about that. Let's go back here. And the intonation was really excellent for everything else. I mean, the intonation, like acting level, that was great. So let's go back here, starting with Matt, and I want you guys to finish it out one more time. Go for it. Matt?
Actually, I was going to buy a new pair.
Now, I'm sorry, Matt. You did it better earlier. Actually, I was going to buy a new pair with that kind of waving pair, which was perfect. One more time, please.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I was going to buy a new pair.
Santa, your mic is off.
Oh. Chuckle.
And Santa, I'm sorry. You did it better earlier, too. Oh.
Oh, okay.
One more time. Matt. Geez, now you guys are terrible. You guys suck now.
I mean, okay, whatever.
All right.
Go ahead, Matt.
Actually, I was going to buy a new pair.
Oh.
But I could barely see without these.
Oh, come on.
Well, these were expensive.
Let's start the bidding.
Excellent job. You nailed it. Both of you got it perfectly. Very, very good. Excellent job. Nothing to say. It was great. This is being recorded, so if you guys want to listen again later, that's great. Let me go one more here. Let's go back. Who wants to be Debbie? I need a woman. Gulia's first. Gulia, you are Debbie. And Miguel, you are George. Go for it.
Okay, let me remember if I get the feel of the situation.
There's an Oscar for Bart. You ready?
But this is not. But I'm not familiar. I should be familiar with this. Okay. Anyway. So you didn't think this was a date?
Gulia, your mic is off.
No, not really. Why? Is it a date?
I thought it was a date.
No, it's not a date.
What about the regards?
Regards don't mean anything. I mean, it's not like I say hi. Hey, the fact is, I shouldn't say anything.
No, tell me.
Can I keep a secret?
Me? Oh yeah.
I never had feelings for Gera until he got sick, but he was so brave and gained such a wonderful perspective on life. I fell in love with him.
Oh yeah. And he's got some perspective there.
Oh, wow. Once again, great job, both of you. Oh, the competition. Yeah, Jazz, I agree. These guys are killing. They're doing an excellent job today. Let me just go back. Gulia, try this sentence one more time.
It's not like I said hi.
There you go. Make sure we hear that. You don't have to say said, but I do need to hear the stop. It's not like I said hi.
It's not like I said hi.
Now, there you go. Great job. And just to remind people who are watching, people who are new to DDM, do not be stressed out. These guys have been here a long time. Actually, we have several VIP members today. Alex, Andre, Grulia, Matt, Miguel, Santa are all VIP members, so they really do have a chance to practice a lot. But remember, Coach Miguel has a lot of Hangouts too. So Miguel, do you know your schedule? Do you want to talk about that? Or if people are interested, can they send you an email? How do you want to do that, Miguel?
Yeah, yes, sure. If you guys want to join, feel free to send me an email. Okay.
Can you write your email in the chat room, Miguel?
Sure. Okay.
Miguel, you have a lot of Hangouts.
Lots, yes. I think Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then every other Saturday, and so.
Wow, that's really great. So this is another opportunity for everybody. And once again, this is not just VIP and live students, but light and open students can join you too, right, Miguel?
Yes, sure. Everybody's welcome, and I do learn. So I do learn a lot. I benefit as well. So.
Oh yes. We have to emphasize Miguel. I call him Coach Miguel because he works harder than anybody I know, and he asks all the right questions, and he's a learner like the rest of you. So don't think that what Miguel says is the rule. He's like you guys.
You better listen to me though. No, but coach belongs to you, Shane. Okay. Belongs to you. Yes.
No, I like having another coach. Ariane asked, what's the difference between DDM Live and VIP? DDM Live, the only difference is the amount of times that we meet. So with DDM Live, we meet every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks I send out 2 invitations. This is the second invitation. DDM VIP, we meet every week. Obviously the price is different too. But DDM VIP, we meet every week, so the chances to practice are much better. And but the problem is, I don't think there's any room right now in VIP. I have to check the rooms to see. But yes, VIP obviously it's the best alternative to join. So very important. Miguel, did you put your email address there? There we go. I see it.
I just did. Yeah. Most people have
so long. You have the longest name in the world.
Yeah, Spanish custom, Shane.
So for people, any DDM Lite or open students who are watching,
sure,
they can see this email address too. And if you want the schedule for VIP, or if you want to know if it's available, you can email Miguel. You can also email me.
Mm-hmm. Tuesdays and Fridays, I do practice with Reynaldo, who is a DDM Lite member.
So Reynaldo is it? What is it? Is it Reynaldo?
Reynaldo is R-E-Y.
Yes, Reynaldo. Yes.
R-E. That's Ray. Oh, where? Yes. It's this.
I'm fast.
This one.
Yeah. So he's a. Okay. Thank you. So
Yes.
He's a DDM light member. Light member.
Yes, yes. So we do.
He does a really good job.
Yes, he's really tough. He's really tough because you know he just doesn't give up. You know.
That's great. Who else do you work with?
And then mainly Tuesdays and Fridays, I do you know, assignments with Ronaldo. Max joins us as well.
Graciela?
And with Graciela and Joaquin, I do that on a different day. It's
okay,
it's not the same all the time. It's not a fixed day. And then on the weekends, I do with, you know, Gulia, Alex, Andre, Max, everyone who wants to join. You know.
Anyone. That's great. That's great. So yeah, the more opportunities we have to speak, the better. I think Matt also hangs out with some people too, don't you, Matt?
Oh, great.
Yeah, I fell asleep. I'm sorry. So you were talking about the hangout?
Yeah, I think my understanding is, Matt, that you sometimes hang out with other members, other VIP members, right?
Yeah, some perf members. There's at least one.
Perf members too.
Yeah, I think there's only one. Yeah, as far as I remember, there's only one. But other than that, I also have other 5 people who want to practice.
That's great. Yeah, the community is really important, and helping each other out. I know you guys are busy, so sometimes it's difficult to be here on the weekend. But if there's somebody else around who can practice, it's such a great opportunity. So keep practicing.
I also do. Tommy or Tommaso is an Italian guy, and a guy from Mexico whose name is Osvaldo. Those are
Osvaldo. Yes.
Osvaldo. I do Mondays with those 2 people. It's a fixed day, yeah? And it's
Non-stop.
Great. Yeah,
That's
it's
excellent.
a lot. It's quite a lot, yeah, which is great. I benefit. I learn a lot.
Yeah, the best way to learn is to teach.
Absolutely, yes. So
everybody did a great job today. Any questions about anything? If you typed questions, let me know. I missed them, but if you guys have any questions about anything, please let me know.
Sure.
What is a scofflaw? Who can explain scofflaw?
Scofflaw is someone who doesn't obey the law.
There you go. It is someone who...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The opposite of a law-abiding person.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, but...
Yes. So somebody who... So it comes from to scoff at. That's where it comes from, the law. To scoff at the law. And the idea of to scoff at the law means to ignore the law, but as you ignore the law, you are laughing. Ha 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 ha. Do not chew gum. That's the idea, to scoff at the law.
And Shane, actually, is there an expression to scoff somebody off?
That's not familiar to me.
I just made it up, so don't worry.
Are you trying to make a phrasal verb?
Yeah.
You can scoff at somebody. And the idea to scoff at somebody would be basically to ignore them. Did you just scoff at me? I would say it's not too common. Usually we scoff at something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You guys did great. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you, everybody.
the rest of your weekend. I hope it's great. I do have a DDM, a Perf Live starting in 6 hours. So if you're a Perf student and you're awake, please join me. Don't worry, next month the Perf time is different, but Perf Live coming in 6 hours. DDM VIP is coming in 4 hours. Have a fantastic week. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Coach.
Take care, Matt.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, Alex.
Thank you, Coach Shane.
Bye-bye. Take care, Edit.
Thank you, Santa. Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good luck, Jaskaran.
That was cool.